Well, we simply were on our way for a weekend out of town, and we're involved in a head-on collision on State Highway 154 on our way up to San Luis Obispo. Immediately after, we were hospitalized in Santa Barbara for 2 and 3 days before we were released, and basically sent home patched but broken. We had range of injuries where my wife had 2 broken bones in her leg, broken back, broken neck, broken sternum. I had a broken back and a shattered heel, basically, simplified explanation. But we were pretty banged up.
I was, out of it, so I wasn't really thinking, I wasn't on the ball, let's say. John being a little bit, I guess, more with it because he had less injuries, but he was just more aware of what was going on. He's the one that realized that we needed to contact a lawyer and was able to find Randy through, I guess, a mutual acquaintance.
Yeah, a personal acquaintance who was an attorney. Unfortunately, there were fatalities in this accident, and aside from a million questions, I knew that legally we needed some form of representation. So it was a personal referral. We were, in the matter of overnight, we still have obligations at home with a teenager and dogs and jobs, and but we were handled like a friend would handle us, like calling a neighbor. It wasn't a big machine, and that's I think what I'm most grateful for.
Yeah,
So.
It definitely felt like we weren't going to fall through the cracks or get lost or forgotten. And I always felt better after Randy came and talked to us or would talk on the phone, and it was always a good feeling.
Everything that Randy explained to us that could and would happen, it happened. I don't think there were any surprises. I think we were made aware of all the aspects, legally that the case involved, and overall I felt well informed.
Randy just made it very, very simple for us, and
Well, and ultimately we avoided
any.
We didn't even go to arbitration.
Right.
And most of the funds came from my own insurance company, and typically I would have not imagined. I still don't imagine that was an easy job. But we were, as it pertains to the value of the policy, we were compensated for 100% of the value of the policy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it couldn't have gone any better. He did exactly what we needed to have done. There was no 2 ways about it.
I would, from mostly just a human perspective, money aside, monetary awards don't come close to paying for what either one of us has gone through, but I would like to think that we're all proficient in our jobs. I'm proficient in what I do, and Heidi's proficient in what she does, and this is a professional law firm. This is not a sideline business. This is professionals. So I'm happy.
Yeah, and I think everything was so well taken care of. I don't know, like I said, having not gone through something like this before, just to see those bills start rolling in and being as damaged physically and emotionally as we were at the time. Just to be able to just look at that and just stick it in the scanner and send it to you guys was a blessing. It was just like, I don't have to think about that at all, and that was huge for me.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of behind the scenes aspects in a large major accident that just I don't think a layman could handle the responsibility and just get it done.
Like I said, I had never worked with a lawyer before. How do you pick a lawyer if you don't? I don't know. It was just I kind of was leaning towards maybe going with someone that had a name in LA, or, you know, because I was being told that sometimes that makes a difference. And, you know, I wavered for a little bit and ultimately let that go because John had such strong feelings about staying with Randy. And ultimately, I'm so glad, so grateful and glad that we did, because I feel like down the road, if I needed anything or John needed anything, I feel like we could pick up the phone and call Randy and he would be there. And he wouldn't be like, who? Which case was this? I don't, you know, none of that. I feel like, you know, we have someone in our arsenal now, you know, on our team. So that's worth a lot.